Hello and welcome to the social space. Real working office here.
I know it. Just when the phone started ringing.
I'm Eric Crossland. Hey, wow, look at you. To my left, wowie, wow. Who is it? The one and only 𝗗𝗂cie Hoegger.
You know, when you say it like that, it just no.
Thank you. Yeah, Jackie, good to see you.
This is a good show.
Yeah, by the time this is airing, are you going to be at a film festival?
I will be at a big old film festival for Hoegger Communications in Los Angeles at Grauman's Chinese Theater.
That is so
Hoegger
amazing.
On the big
Incredible.
Screen.
Yeah.
We are so excited.
That is so cool.
Yes.
Yeah, go us. To her left, Andrew Bell. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
And exciting.
Good to be here.
Good to be alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep all them ladies in order this weekend.
Yes. Back to school.
Yeah.
Back to the schedules and
That's
all
gotta
that
feel
good stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. Glad y'all are here. To my right, the one and only. We call her friend of the show now. Once you've been on twice, you're a friend of the
That's
show.
right.
I'm
Leslie
honored.
Schaffner. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
If you've
you.
only been on once, we are not friends yet. Still earning you.
Thanks for sharing that.
Real quick before we get going. Yes, a dick. No.
Jury's out.
We'll see. Our partners,
Yes.
KAUZ News Channel 6, that's where we air 1035, just smash and mash and
Oh, yeah.
Big Bang Theory and Texas Country Reporter to be #1 locally, Leslie. Also, NewsTalk 1290, they air us at 10 a.m. Saturdays. That's part of Townsquare Media. And Impact Signs at Falls Trade Center, that's always so hard to say, Sean and Tanya Choate, good partners.
Good partners.
Got us on the backs of those buses.
Yes.
I see them everywhere. Everywhere.
By the way, the city needs bus drivers. Somebody go take those jobs. They had to cut down routes.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Good
Someone go drive the bus for the city.
Maybe y'all should drive. Then you could go wherever you want.
That is a great idea. Let's go get
Weird.
one.
I'll take her out.
I'm sure Darren Liker won't matter if we just go and get on a city bus. Just kidding, Darren. All right, well, here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
$5.5 million. That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. What are you doing with that money?
Well, I think there's a lot of nonprofits doing that money. It is the 6th year for Texoma Gives.
Yes, it is.
Gosh, Leslie, $5.5 million.
I know. That's crazy amount, isn't it?
Does that just tell you how great our community is?
It really does.
And just when we got you all excited about that, we're rolling into another year. Can you tell us what Texoma Gives is and how to participate?
Yes, I can. I would love to. Texoma Gives is a 16-hour online giving event, and it will happen on Thursday, September the 9th. But if you're seeing this now, you can go to your computer right now and participate in early giving by going to TexomaGives.org. There are over 200 organizations that are participating this year. And you can scroll through their profiles, you can search them by community, you can search them by nonprofit name, you can search them by cause. So if you have a particular interest in animals or homelessness or something like that, you can find it at TexomaGives.org.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's great. Reach in your pockets and let's give. This is our Texoma Give show, if people haven't noticed.
Right.
I've got a total off-the-cuff question for you, Leslie. It's gonna look like I'm,
Let me help you.
hey, no, look
You want me to just read it? I'll just read it.
How does Texoma Gives work, and how does it connect people who care with causes that matter?
Okay, well that is such an insightful question.
Yeah, I just come straight from the...
No, the great thing about Texoma Gives, and first of all, it's Texoma, and people have proven over and again in this area that they are very supportive of nonprofits. I think every one of us has multiple interactions with nonprofits in our community all of the time. I mean, if you go to the Y, if you go to the Boys and Girls Club, you know, those are not-for-profits in our community, and they are all worthy of support. And I was blown away. I was talking earlier to you all about the fact that in 2020, when we were in the midst of the pandemic, people had been so generous at the beginning of the year that I was a little nervous about what Texoma Gives would look like. But in true Texoma fashion, everybody came through with flying colors, and we raised more money last year than we had ever raised before with Texoma Gives.
Gosh.
And that is just a testament to the people of our community and the generosity and the love that they have for the nonprofits here. It's also a testament to the nonprofits because there's a lot of work that goes into this on their part. They can't just sign up and expect people to throw money at them. The purpose of this is to try and encourage nonprofits to start using all of the electronic means to stay in touch with their donors, to do online giving. People can make a credit card donation and take care of it right there. It cuts down on paperwork. It helps the nonprofits know that they have steady money coming in. And in addition to a fundraising event, it's a learning event for both donors and organizations.
That's awesome. Nonprofits do get they come up with some like creative ideas, don't they, to raise some money?
Oh, they do. We've had dunking booths outside in Frank and Joe's before.
Yeah.
I think for our kickoff this year at 6 a.m. on September the 9th, we've got, I think they're still coming, a morning workout group. And they're going to come out for the kickoff, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
And we've got phone-a-thons that happen. We've got people that go to, set out with their dogs and they adopt dogs and take donations during the day. It's however creative you want to be. But a lot of organizations are starting now. You may start seeing some things. I noticed several hitting my inbox, my mailbox, actual printed mailbox this morning about, don't forget, Texoma Gives.
That's right.
Don't forget, Texoma Gives. And it's just reconnecting with the donors that you already have and cultivating new donors by sharing your story. It's really simple, but it takes work.
Yeah.
Leslie, now you guys are the arm and the muscle behind this, the Wichita Falls Area Community Foundation, along with your steering committee. But I want to address two things. This is what I'm hearing out there. Number one, do the nonprofits get 100% of the money, or does the community foundation take a little percentage? That's number one. And number two, what if I can't give online and I just want to write a check? How does that work for those listeners who say, I just don't do the online giving?
Well, those are both really great questions. Number one, I want to address your first part of that question first. The Wichita Falls Area Community Foundation gets nothing from the donations that individuals make. If someone uses their credit card to donate, that money goes straight from their credit card straight into the bank account of the nonprofit that they donated to.
Okay.
The only cost that comes out of that is the credit card fee.
Sure.
But the way it is set up in the system, when the donor goes out there to make that donation, they can elect to pay that credit card fee. So 100% of it goes there. None of it comes through the community foundation when you're doing online giving at all.
Okay.
Now the second part of your question, can you give cash or check? Absolutely. That's a little bit different. Of course, credit cards are quicker, but you can mail a check to your your favorite nonprofits, and you can just put a little note in there that says, this is for Texoma Gives. Or you can drop by cash. Now, we don't want necessarily people coming to our office in Parker Square to drop those off. You need to take those to the organization that you are intending it to go to. And those are counted as offline gifts, but they still go directly to the organization.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Woo.
Woo!
That's a big day.
Yeah.
How many hours again?
16.
16 hours.
16 hours of giving.
And over 5,000 donors
Wow.
participate. Over
So you can
5,000
give
donors.
$10 to 20 organizations if you wanted to.
You can. You
Okay.
can.
Don't you
And
know,
you know,
Jackie?
Well, we always give for
Yes.
Texoma
Oh, yeah.
Gives. I'm holding envelopes back there that I've gotten in the mail that I thought, let's wait and do that during Texoma Gives, especially the food bank and Faith Mission, two important ones to us.
Sure.
But yeah, I love it when you kind of share the love around. So even those out of town, like you've got Alney, all of these little small communities around us are participating as well.
that we do have a great number of nonprofits in the outlying communities and
Yes.
in Oklahoma. There's
Oh.
several Oklahoma counties that are participating in it as well. So, like I said, over 200 not-for-profits. And we've been at that 200 level for just plus or minus one or two for about 3 years. And we couldn't be more excited about it.
I'm anxious to ask Dick when he comes on the impact of this money for these incredible nonprofits. Can you imagine? They may not have ever organized themselves well enough to do the ask. And that's where this Texoma Gives comes in. It kind of almost forces, in a good way, nonprofits to get their ask and their website together and everything so that they can get that money.
It does, and you know,
Yeah.
a lot of people are so at the nonprofit level, they have very few staff members or no staff members at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
good
And
point.
so taking on something like this is in addition to what their regular duties are, and they're stretched really thin. So for them to do that, or if there are volunteers in the community that have a real passion for these nonprofits, and you say, hey, I'll put together a flyer for you, or I'll send out social media posts about what the good work that the organization's doing.
Yeah.
All those things bring community together.
So last thing, you don't even have to get out of your jammies, do you?
You don't.
Just open up your laptop and start giving.
Yeah.
You don't. And we track the total all day long. So, you know, I hope people will come back and check in with us often as that total goes up. I mean, you'll walk into our office and we look like everybody's just staring at the screen there at the end waiting for those totals to roll. It feels a little bit like a telethon, only without all the excitement of the people being
Yeah.
right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you've got a lot of experience on telethons.
Yeah, a little.
I remember that. Okay.
Is there a story here?
Yeah, there
for
is. That's pretty. We've had a lot of telethon fun in the past.
We have.
All right. So,
We go back a minute or two.
Yeah.
well, gosh, we're going to leave you on a cliffhanger here because we're going to have Dick come on and tell us how the impact is going to be.
Yeah.
You know what the impact is. Leslie, thanks for being on
bet.
here
Thank
once
you.
again, and reach deep into your pockets and start giving, folks. We'll be right back with more of the Texoma Gives
Yes.
episode of the Social Space.
Okay.
Four incredible radio stations. That's who we are. We are Townsquare Media, and we bring the best of radio to the North Texas area. Wake up early with NewsTalk 1290. That's us. How about 𝗕𝗲𝗴𝗂𝗏 on 92.9 NIN? Yep, that's us. Bringing you the best of country with 102.3 The Bull. That's us. And rocking it all day long with 106.3 The Buzz. That's us. We are Townsquare Media, and we're proud to be a sponsor of the Social Space.
Welcome back to the Social Space. This is our Texoma Gives Part 2, Electric Boogaloo edition. We did one earlier in the year, if you guys remember. And joining us now from Texoma Gives, you're the president of that, Dick?
I'm the chairman of the Texoma Gives.
You're the
committee,
chairman
yeah.
of the Texoma
Which
Gives
means
committee.
which
Dick
means I
Bundy.
think he can make it to the friend mode.
Some people get automatic.
Yeah,
like,
I
okay.
think Dick gets
All right.
automatic slide.
Friend of the show, Dick Bundy. Thanks for being here.
Dick, I know you have a really great committee, and I'm sure it takes you guys months to get it organized every year. But I keep thinking about all of these 200 nonprofits, whether they get $500, $5,000. What do you think the impact is for each one of those organizations?
Well, I think back about it, what it was like before there was Texoma Gives. You know, they were working themselves to death just to raise money to operate on, and Texoma Gives. I love to kind of give this little scenario. You know how we have a great farmers market in Wichita Falls, and farmers markets are doing great around the
Yeah.
country.
Yep.
Well, all that is it's a space for people to come sell their wares, you know.
Yep.
Texoma Gives is this platform that the Communities Foundation doesn't get any money off of, but we host this platform for these nonprofits to come sell what they do. And it is an easy way for them to raise money. I mean, they can do it electronically, they can do it, you know, they can text money. It's a great opportunity to pull more money into those nonprofits.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I heard you could do it in your jammies.
Yeah.
You can.
I heard that in the
Absolutely.
last segment. We should
And
have
it's
some,
done often.
we should have a contest. Send us your pictures of you donating your jammies. Just send those to me.
Hey, I always go to the website on that day, and I'm kind of watching the ticker, I guess you could call it,
I'm gonna
the
do that
ticker.
this year.
Yeah.
And how much money is being raised. And I always get so giddy when a nonprofit that I barely know is making really great money. It
Yeah.
just makes you happy for them.
It really does.
One of my favorite things is that, on this specific day, there's like an energy and a buzz to the town a little bit. And I think that's very exciting for the nonprofits, So,
And that's really what it does. It generates this synergy of all these, and they're all doing their own, whatever their little attraction is. It's really it's a cool deal. And over the last 6 years, of course, it's grown slowly, and finally it's just really taking off.
Gosh.
We love to reach Oklahoma stronger than we are right now, but it's catching on.
Yeah, there's an OMA in Texoma. Don't
Yeah,
forget about
there
that.
is.
That's right.
Don't forget about the OMA. You were telling us before we came on the air too about most of these places aren't using this for capital at all. They're using it for.
Well, I don't want to exclude totally, because some people are going through capital campaigns, but a lot of this is the routine funds that they need to raise just to operate.
Yeah, employees.
And that's what scared us to death about 2020 is, a lot of these guys were starting to drop off the map, and how are they going to make it? Well, we ended up with a great year and a great opportunity for them to keep telling their story.
yeah.
Awesome.
It's a really neat opportunity.
You were also telling us continuing educating. If you took this platform right here to educate your nonprofits or about the process or anything, what's one thing you'd like to tell them?
Well, that this, take hold of what Texoma Gives is all about, because it really is this super opportunity for you to, even if you just put your toe in the water for the first time,
Yeah.
it's an opportunity to see how you can sell yourselves. And these nonprofits are not used to doing this. They're trying to survive. And so here's this opportunity that's floated out there for them. Everybody can join, pay a minor amount of funds just to get into Texoma Gives, and really have an opportunity to reach a lot of people.
Yeah, it's like you were saying, it's an excuse to get your stuff together. It's like when you throw a party and you finally got to clean your house.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, you've got a big committee that's really rolls up their sleeves and work. What do you guys as a committee, how do you feel at the end of that 16 hours as you've been working all day and you see that ticker rolling and you see that big number? What impact has it had on the committee?
Oh, the committee, it's just this incredible sense of accomplishment, because you're doing it, ultimately you're doing it for other people. You're not doing it for yourself and satisfaction, but that is a wonderful byproduct of what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's just really, it's really an encouragement to the whole community. If the community is healthy, including all their nonprofits, they're all there to make our community healthier. When that all happens, it's just really, everybody pulling together to make the community work.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say community, I'm talking about Texoma,
Yeah.
North Texas, Southern Oklahoma.
Well, it's coming up, so Thursday, September 9th. Let's see, Andrew, we got to ask, how do we find out more information? I mean,
Yeah.
let's tell us how to start shopping a little early or diving in a little early.
Well, of course, you can go to the website, texomagives.org, or you can go to the other way. This year we have these signs, and we've got QR codes on the signs.
Ah.
I don't believe we brought one with a QR code on it, but you pull up to a sign in front of somebody's business, with your camera, sign on the QR code, and it's going to take you right to the site.
Oh, nice.
That's great.
It's a really, now, not everybody has that capability, but they've certainly got ways of getting to that website through the internet.
Yeah. Make it easy.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, give.
Gosh,
I want to know
give.
one thing before we go off. You said something about a dollar bounces around 7. There's a theory out there. What is this?
Just economic development theory is that any dollar that comes into the community bounces around 7 times. That's just kind of economic development theory, and that really happens. That's an economic development for the community through industrial development, those types of things. That's what we count on.
Yeah.
And so it's a big amount of money.
And let's not forget, if you go to one of the websites, of one of these nonprofits, there are a lot of people matching gifts as well. They may say, I'll give a $500 if you can match that $500, or special gift times.
Yep.
So when you get to one of the websites of your nonprofits, that may incentivize you that $10 or $20 is going to get matched at some point and come to double.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
You know, the other thing I'd say is if people are on social media of any sort, whether it's Facebook or, you know, these nonprofits are posting things all the time. I bet I've got 15 or 20 that'll come through Facebook today.
Yeah.
And you can like them, you know, that you can go straight to what their sites are about. So it's another way to really latch on to what Texoma Gives is all about.
Okay, being aware of their social media and promoting it, it really help them. Okay, well, we are out of time, Dick. Hayden's waving furiously at me. Thank you so much for being here. Give
Thank
money, reach
you.
deep in your pockets. Jackie, you're going to match every dollar. What did you say? No.
We're going to give, for
Yeah,
sure.
I know you're going to give.
We're going to give.
We're going to, she said, we're.
Hey, we give every year.
Yeah. Haegger does. It's Jackie, but, you know, Haegger does.
Hey, I'm saving those envelopes in the bag that came in the mail. You want to go ahead and write those checks, but then you think, no, Texoma Gives is in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Hold those envelopes. Yeah.
That's so nice you do that, Jackie. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you for coming on,
You
and
bet.
for Leslie as well.
Yes.
We're going to take a break. We're going to be back with some Haegger stuff, and we'll see you next week. Thanks, guys.
Excellent.
This is a problem. That grind, that click, that constant leak. Whatever it is, you heard it last year, and you probably put it on your to-do list. Ah, the famous to-do list. Well, that list gets long, and so do the days. But your AC still needs a tune-up. You could wait for that first triple-digit degree day.
We're talking about consecutive days of triple-digit heat.
Or you could call
James Lane Air Conditioning and Plumbing. This is Laura.
Hey Laura, good to see you again. We don't like 102-degree weather, but we're climbing the ladder. We don't prefer hanging out in the crawl space, but we're down there chasing the leak. And we don't like when your AC has problems, but we like to fix them. James Lane Air Conditioning and Plumbing.
Hi, y'all. This is Eric Crossland here. Hey, if you were paying close attention earlier in this episode, you noticed that we talked about Jackie being in Los Angeles this weekend at a film festival. So what we're going to do here in this segment is we're going to show you a little bit from that documentary we made called Loving. This documentary won us awards locally, then in the Fort Worth Metroplex, then regionally, and then finally nationally. It's the first time something produced in Wichita Falls has won a National Advertisement Award, the Addies. What I'm going to show you first is one of the subjects of the documentary was videotaping the ceremony on his phone, and this is his reaction as we won. And yes, that is Carol Baskins from The Tiger King. And then we're going to play our reel of all of our pieces that won an Addie this year. And at the end, you see a little snippet from Loving. If you would like to watch the entire documentary, it's about 8.5, 9 minutes long, so I can't put it in the show here. But you could just go to the Facebook page you see on the screen right now, and you can watch the entire thing. So there you go. Please enjoy the next 2 clips.
Finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for Best of Show. It is my great honor to present the 2021 Best of Show Addie Award to...
Yeah, okay, I'm doing this part. You got that? You can't get rid of me that easily. I'm honored to announce the Addie Award for Best of Show. It goes to the Hoegger Communications for Love.
Oh my God!
For 5 continents.
Credits go to Matt Ham, director, editor, Jackie Hoegger, producer, Andrew Bell, graphic design, Abellio Patrick, director of photography, Eric Crossland, motion graphics, Hayden Gershner, motion graphics.
what this collection is a love letter to the world.
I share with you. Shall